Inspira Enterprise is a leading digital transformation enterprise that combines bold thinking, path-breaking technologies and years of expertise to transform businesses and organizations around the world. Headquartered in Mumbai, Inspira has satellite offices pan-India, Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines, Sri Lanka, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Kenya, Ethiopia and USA with a team of over 700 professionals. Established in 2008, our expertise lies in cybersecurity, networking and data center, smart solutions that comprises of smart city solutions, IMS and digital healthcare and Ankyos. A single platform exclusively dedicated to next-gen digital transformation, blockchain, big data and analytics and cloud computing technologies and managed services.
I would define Inspira as a system integration company with special emphasis around cybersecurity, cloud, and digital transformation technologies. Within Inspira, we define our competencies as Center of Excellence, and there are 4 broad Center of Excellence that we focus on. The first one is cybersecurity. When I say cybersecurity, we mean the length and breadth of cybersecurity and IT security, and almost all elements of cybersecurity, including new age technologies like OT security, is covered under that. Under this competency, we also have a state-of-art security operations center, which we have in Mumbai and is a great value add for our customers. Second one is networking and data center. In this competency or center of excellence, we look at the large campus networks or data center build and the kind of projects. Third one is smart solutions. This is an India specific competency that we have built looking at the focus around smart cities in India, and we have some products with the IoT as the main technology to look at things like traffic management, parking solutions and so on. And the fourth competency is what we call as the Ankyos or the digital transformation center of excellence. Under this, we look at cloud, both private and public cloud, things like big data, analytics, and so on. So within India, we are largely focusing around BFSI as one of our key vertical. This includes public and private sector banks and some of the financial institutions in insurance and so on. The second vertical that we focus on is the public sector units, the large utility companies that are in the public sector domain. And third is the enterprise vertical. Under enterprise vertical, we again have sub classification into IT/ITS companies, education, manufacturing, and so on. So by and large, if you see, we cover the length and breadth of the Indian market in terms of addressing to all verticals. And in geography or geographical expansions, we have a presence throughout India. In almost every state, we have an office or at least a local person based there, or we are having a project that is ongoing. And outside India, right now we are focused on Middle East Africa. Middle East Africa includes your countries like UAE, Abu Dhabi, Saudi, and in Africa, especially East Africa and West Africa, with countries like Kenya, Nigeria, Ethiopia, and so on. And Southeast Asia. Again, in Southeast Asia, we are largely focusing around Singapore, Indonesia, and Philippines. And we are also now looking at setting up operations in US. COVID was an unprecedented event, and I think even that word unprecedented is a understatement. I don't think we in our lifetimes have ever thought of, forget about planning, to address something like this. An event like this required more than BCP, it required BHP, and what I mean is, or BHCP, I would say. BCP is business continuity planning, as they say. In this, it was business and human continuity planning, because people could not go to their offices, and that was a big challenge for every industry, And being an IT industry, probably we were better equipped to handle a catastrophe like this, but still, initially, a lot of companies had to struggle, and slowly, IT was coming to the aid of all industries, not just the IT industry on its own, to help customers get back with their businesses. In fact, for us as an industry, we were driven by our customers, and we have customers like banks and hospitals who are part of essential services. So for them, not everything could be done remotely. You still had to do functions which had to be done at location. Like, you cannot handle an hospital remotely, or everything in bank cannot be done remotely. The data center in a bank would still require some staffing to be done. So while we did leverage IT to ensure that our businesses are running, our functions are running remotely, and wherever possible we were using secured remote connections to actually do whatever work which could be done remotely, there was still need for some kind of customers to be supported on site, and I think that was the real challenging part, and I am happy to say that we could manage that with flying colors. We thankfully have a very young team. Our average age of the organization is around 30 years or so, and these young people actually step up to the occasion. From our side as a management team, we gave that confidence to the employees that we will be taking care of them at every step, and our HR was continuously educating staff on the best practices on how to remain fit, fine, and avoid being infected. And all that combined effort of individuals and of the organization actually helped us to serve our customers, and we were able to come up to their expectations, and I would say rather bring about customer delight. The kind of relationships that I think we formed during this period would go a long way, because we had to really go out of our way, and we did that, and I'm really happy about that.